listen, keep your palms itching. Gotta pay moms a visit, it's been a while. I've been working, she keep telling me she miss her child. I find myself passing the house, then I spin around. She say I'm always moving, ma, I just can't sit around. Oh my, cause the cash ain't gonna come to us. When we was down, who gave a dime or gave a for us? So instead of making it hard, I made it fun for us. Make it easy so when you need it.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Washington Redskins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
On any pass in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13 and also a first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the... And that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield being chased out left. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Gone!
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Mayfield down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Gone!
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. second and goal from the 6 this time. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? And Mayfield just getting the play off. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. So now on fourth down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Carry for Bernard. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Finds his target. It's Gates. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Bernard. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Leopard!
To throw on third down, Blevins. And Eifert has it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now Bernard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Yeah, baby.
So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Blevins, caught by Gates, left side. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green.
Operating from the gun, Blevins. And this is going to be incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Rolling to his left. Looking long for his tight end read. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And the third down pass falls incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. Looking to throw. Blevins. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. They'll look to throw on third and goal. This is caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They'll come out in the pistol. On 4th down, Blevins. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
I suspect this is one of those calls the defensive coordinator would love to have back.
Absolutely.
Feels like he took a bit of a gamble here. And I remember when I was playing, when we had a team really backed up, there's a talk about, let's go ahead and get upfield and get a safety. And sometimes that works against you because they really hit them big, didn't they?
They were hoping for a couple yards of breathing room, but they got a lot more than that. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Detroit!
First down, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are in the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Now Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. There he goes left side. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Mayfield going deep for Benjamin. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Redskins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Throwing, Mayfield. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Adam Humphries deep to return. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Off the bootleg. Blevins. Gates has it over the middle. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. And they'll run it here. Finding room at the 30. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
On third down, Blevins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Gates, the intended receiver there. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mayfield to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's Mayfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Darquez Denard there defensively. McCoy, the lone man in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Mayfield with it once more. Eluding the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And on the ground they go with a running back. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
The final shot before break. Blevins, he's going to launch this thing. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He drops it off for Bernard. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the gun on 3rd down, Blevins. But it's brought in by Washington. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Emmanuel Agba there on the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To throw on 2nd down, Blevins. To the left side here for Eifert. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On second down, Mayfield again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. It's brought in by Jackson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the play.
Gone! Leopard!
Mayfield on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 45 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Gone!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
The drive starts with a handoff to the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Blevins. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Let's go!
They'll try and throw for it here. Over the middle, complete. That's Sherman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, here's Bernard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Back to throw. Blevins escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Christian Kirksey. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. And the Texans have scored to add on to their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And here come the Redskins now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jordan Reed, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard. Leopard.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
To throw on 3rd down. Blevins. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Returning, it's Benjamin. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw, Mayfield. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gun.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he fires one, but incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
His throw incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's 3rd and 5. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun on 3rd down. Blevins buying time. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 13. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D-lineman,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vernon Butler able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
2nd down, Mayfield. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Blevins going to let this thing go deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Set. 3-19.
Looking to throw. Blevins. He's going to take a shot for the end. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage. They've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Mayfield down. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 36 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Back to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Looking to throw on second down. Blevins. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Zach Brown coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Throwing on third and long. Blevins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Blevins to the right side and complete to Washington. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Blevins. And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now Benjamin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And they'll go on the ground. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Finding some room at midfield. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Redskins, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati,
somebody call for the queen.
I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder.